Hi all, so this mini lecture is regarding imagery. Again, much of this comes from Nancy Dean and voice lessons. I'm just condensing it for you to take notes so that you're prepared for our activities in class. So, imagery is today's topic. Pretty simple, short and sweet, and probably nothing new. So imagery, as you already know, is the verbal representation of some sensory experience, right? In the past, you probably or heard imagery defined as, imagery in literature anyway, defined as language, writing, or description that somehow appeals to the senses, sight, touch, hearing, taste, and smell. Right? That makes sense. You've heard of that before. So, as you've probably realized through your own experience, visual imagery is the most common. However, skilled writers, even students, try to appeal to as many senses as possible, multiple senses at the same time even. Imagery depends on several things. Of course, diction and the detail in order to be successful. Without the right diction or particular diction and without the details, then imagery cannot be a success. So the details and the choice of words create the images, and they must be specific and they must evoke some vivid experience. They must convey some specific emotion or stir some sort of feeling or reaction or idea in the reader. Imagery itself is not figurative. Of course, imagery is often used to provide some sort of a figurative or symbolic meaning, but the image itself isn't figurative. Imagery becomes figurative, of course, when the diction makes it so. Often you'll find that imagery is metaphoric or traditional, and traditional imagery requires that you connect the image with its usual association. Nothing new, something traditional, right? For examples of this, think back to Foster and what you learned from him or from your previous experience, but Foster is how to read literature like a professor, and this will be something that he talked quite a bit about, of course, in symbol, etc. So, as you are reading, you need to pay particular attention to, let me rephrase that, particular analytical attention to the imagery that is conveyed or that is expressed in the piece that you're reading. So, imagery is not merely a space filler. It's very intentional, and it's a device for understanding. So, don't skip through it like, oh, this is so long and detailed. There's a reason for that. Part of it may be the style, part of it may be the era in which the writer produced the piece. Of course, again, that could have to do with style, but often there's something more to it. So you don't just skip through it. There's a reason that it's there. Figure out what that reason is. Analytical attention. That imagery is there to convey something, obviously contributes to the meaning of the work as a whole. Thus, you need to grasp it and understand it, and keep in mind that diction and details must be analyzed in order to fully understand and analyze the imagery in the piece. There you have it. Have a great day.